We had our monthly board meeting today. Chris Keekstra and Mike Childress here.
All
right. We want to give you a little update on what we talked about today at our February board meeting.
Yep, February 13th.
And so just to get into a few updates, we spent most of our time talking about some strategic discussions about some things happening in the future, what we want to be a part of. Some of those things were RPAC participation. We were just at Achieve and saw some stats on what other associations and how their participation was, and we just wanted to we talked a little bit about what we can do to try to increase our participation in that, and Mike's going to talk about that in a little bit. But we also talked about the single database. We gave an update of all the things we've learned in the last month, and we've learned a ton in the last month about the single database project, I like to call it, because it's a thing moving forward that we want to get to, and we got to get a lot of people on the same page. And so we just updated the board on where we are with that. And we also talked about chapter involvement. And we want to make sure our chapters, a lot of you probably don't even realize we have chapters in our association, but we have chapters all over our part of Michigan that our association covers. So like the Ottawa County area, the Allegan County area, the Bice chapter, you might hear about that one, the Barry, Ionia, Eaton, and Calhoun counties, I believe. Boy, did I get that right? And so they've been so successful, and they've really enjoyed that group, and they've brought a lot of motions to the board, and now we want to get the other areas really involved and active too. And so as members, you guys can become a part of those chapters. There's a little, those chapters are like committees, but you can become a part of those and be active in that. So look for that coming out in different areas over this year. It's a big thing I want to get done. So we talked a lot about that too. So then we got into some more updates on forms.
We have our new forms. So the Regional Forms Committee, it works tirelessly all year round to try to update and change the forms for the better. And so the 2019 new forms are going to be rolling out this week. And yeah, so we're in the middle of getting zip forms and dot loop, having them available. So the individual brokerages will then have to see if they want to start using these immediately, is to getting those forms from, say if it's in dot loop in the MISTRIC file on your dot loop to
regional forms file.
Oh, that'll be regional forms.
West Michigan regional forms, it'll show up under that folder in dot loop. Dot loop will probably come up first, and then probably zip forms. Zip forms takes a little longer than dot loop.
So I have it all ready to go for you, and so yeah, just
watch for those.
Can't stress those enough. You know, when you have a new form, is read it over, take a look. If you have questions about it, you need to understand the form, and and start using it effectively on an ongoing basis instead of trying to use a form from 1999.
And there's some significant changes in there as far as the survey section. There's "Are you a U.S. citizen?" is on there now.
Yeah.
So there's some changes in there that you're going to want to go over as an office, and the staff is going to be sending out what those changes were and what the reasoning for them. So that's going to be coming out probably in the weekly mailing, maybe, Macy. I know it's been written up because I had it in my email already. I just don't think it's gone out to the whole membership yet. So.
And there's a lot of thought goes into those things and a lot of debate. So it's not typically a willy-nilly change.
And listing and purchase agreement got changes. So
next we have Forewarn. We've had a lot of people have been in the Forewarn trainings, but going forward we have brand new the new monthly agent training, new agents.
New member class.
New member class, there's the right word. New member class each month. Directly afterwards, they're going to be having Forewarn training. So if people want to participate in that, to get on board with Forewarn, they'll have that availability. So, just so you know, question I guess I would have is existing members, can they go to that one as well?
Yes, so that one's for anybody who has not done Forewarn training already. We tried to do the masses first, but so now if you haven't had it yet, the new member class happens once a month, At the end of every one of those new members classes, the new members can get it, but then if you haven't got it yet, you can come during that time frame. I think it's a $5 fee, and then you can get access once you take that training.
Yeah,
So once a month.
super duper helpful. Community involvement.
Committee stuff.
Committees. Our community involvement has started a challenge 126. So that's the.
Wasn't it 125 last year?
Yeah, I believe
so. They want one more person helping?
So yeah, they want one more person on it, and no, it's because we've been around for 126 years this year. So that is encompassed with many different opportunities for you to volunteer throughout the year, whether it's blood drive. What are the couple ones?
Served at some schools, so service work.
There's some service opportunities and some other different things that we're doing. So those are more to come, but just understand when you see the 126, that's a challenge that they're putting out for the for this year.
Yep, and then YPN met, and they're going to be putting out Breakfast Club. They used to do Breakfast Club some years ago, and they're bringing that back. I think it's going to meet quarterly, and so there'll be more details coming out for that. So. What other RPAC major investors?
RPAC major investor luncheon.
I'm a major investor.
I am a major investor as well. I see the value in helping fund our issues that come up politically, and they really impact us on a daily basis. So we are
every year we put on a luncheon.
There's a luncheon comes out this year. Is going to be March 19. And that's Tuesday for a major investor. So major investors are $1,000 or more. But that's so if you have some interest in that, or if you have interest in donating $5 or $10 or $50, there is the opportunity as well. But if you wanted to learn more about the major investing and what that can do for you, and or the events for the Michigan Realtors events or the National Association of Realtor events involved.
Put on cool events.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a major investor and you go to the national conference or the Michigan conference,
mm-hmm.
I remember when we were in San Diego, they had the major investors had I think it was a dinner or I don't know what it was, but it was on the aircraft carrier there. And if you're a major investor, you were invited, and that's the only people that were there. So that was really cool. So there's a lot of benefits to be a major investor. The biggest benefit is you're supporting our industry and supporting home ownership by being an investor in RPAC and supporting home ownership rights.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We have
anything else you want to share?
I think we hit everything there.
I think we hit everything.
All right.
Looking forward to next month. These months seem to go by fast, and between meetings, and but everybody's working hard. The committees are starting to work hard on their different work, and we just want you to go out and sell houses, get the inventory up, so we have more houses to sell, and have a great month.
Right. It's been. Let me just add. Everyone's been so frozen, so cold, snowed in, powers off, school. Whatever it is. I mean, I feel like we're living in a snow globe and someone keeps taking it. So it's just driving me crazy, but I think we're going to make it through, and so keep out there, stay warm, stay safe.
Yep. Thank you very much.
All right.